This morning, an Indiana University student is demanding change on campus.
And he shared a very personal story on TikTok, and now campus leaders are listening. Our Samantha Johnson spent some time in Bloomington and had a chance to sit down with this student. Not even just campus leaders, but a lot of people are tuned into this.
That's right, and we'll tell you just how many in a moment. But first, I want to introduce you to Declan Farley. I visited him and one of his good friends on campus this week. Declan told me he didn't post this video for the publicity or the clout or the followers. He posted it as a simple message to his university in the place he now calls home. As the sun rises over Indiana University, sophomore Declan Farley catches up on his TikTok videos, specifically this one.
Over the past 5 months, I have experienced extreme harassment on the floor of my dorm.
Farley is a trans queer student who moved to IU last semester. He told me he chose IU because of its LGBTQ+ resources. But on his first night in Bloomington, Farley felt different.
It started with banging on my door and running away, then turned into yelling slurs outside of my door. Not only that, but they have dumped food and put trash outside of my door.
And because he was new to campus, Farley felt targeted.
I've really never interacted with anyone. The only thing they know about me is that I'm trans and that I'm queer. I'm very open about that.
For more than 5 months, Farley says he shared his concerns with campus officials without change.
I often requested, I asked, what can we do? I said, can we have a floor meeting? And they said, absolutely. And that floor meeting was supposed to happen end of October, early November. And we had our floor meeting 2 nights ago, January 15th, after the video came out.
Farley says he even filed a bias incident report with the university.
Is there anything that you guys can do? A floor meeting, something? And they told me that my only option was to move rooms.
So now Farley is sharing his story on TikTok to say enough is enough.
I think that IU needs to be held accountable. And so I made that TikTok hoping it would get, some traction and maybe IU would see it.
So far, more than 1.3 million people have seen it. As for the university, campus leaders say in part, quote, "We are deeply committed to maintaining an inclusive and safe campus for all students." IU also has a dedicated care team that works quickly to connect with students who may be struggling or who need additional support. So for now, Farley continues fighting for change and has no plans of leaving.
I definitely am staying at IU because I'm not going to let this tear me down. I want to make this a better place. I definitely don't want to run away because nothing's going to change if I leave.
Proving that one voice and one video can say it all.
Glad to see he seems better. What is next for Declan and certainly the students there on campus? How are they reacting?
Yeah, I did hear again from IU last night, and they did confirm that IU PD is now investigating Declan's case, so I can tell you that. But you heard him say there that he wants to stay at IU. He's proud to be a Hoosier. He wants to stay in Bloomington, and he wants it to be a safe place for all trans and queer students. In fact, he told me he wants more LGBTQ+ students to come to Bloomington in the first place. So his plans moving forward, really just to be able to be an advocate for students, share his story, raise awareness. In fact, he told me after the video was posted, he made a couple new friends during this process who have even offered up their own home as a safe space for him and his friends.
That's awesome, because the internet is not always an encouraging place. We know that, so glad that he is seeing some support, even if it is online right now.